Okay, so one of the first things you're going to want to do is figure out how to move your robot straight ahead. All right, so there's multiple ways to do that. You can use two different action bricks to do that. I like this one, Move Tank, because you can control the power that the wheels are at, and it's configured for one rotation. So what does that mean? Well, it means that right now, because I have on for rotation selected, that my robot will move at 50% power, both wheels, both B and C, because our wheels have, there's two motors connected to the wheels in our robot. That's why you have two different cords coming out of the back of the robot, okay? One is for the right side and one is for the left side, all right? So right now it says that both wheels are powered at 50% of the total 100% power it can go. If I was to change these, change one of these more or less than the other, the robot would turn one direction or another. And then it's for one rotation. And what does one rotation mean? Well, it means that this little white piece on the wheel will go around one time and it should end up right back there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and press play on this because I want to see that that's true. Let's see if the white thing ends up where it belongs. And you can see that the white indicator on the wheel ended up exactly one full rotation around. And so I like the rotations as a measurement because you can use that little white piece to help you out. But if you wanted to, and this is what it looks like going straight ahead when I press play again here on the thing. And it moves straight ahead. And then if you go ahead, you can change this to be on for degrees. So spinning around a certain amount. I don't recommend this for most students right now. But on for seconds is also something that people might like. And you can change how many seconds you have it on for. 1 second would be very short. Okay. And then 2, 3, 4 seconds. And similarly with rotations, you can have that on for multiple rotations. So instead of just one time around with the white indicator, if I go ahead and press play, you can see that it'll go around 1 and 2. And it ends up back where it started again. And that would, of course, go a little bit further. So that's one way you can move the robot straight. Another way you can move the robot straight is by using the move steering. Now, if you leave this at 0, as I move this, you'll see that it turns one way or the other. Okay, and this is a great way to turn your robot, especially if you're not too worried about moving around, carrying a distance. If you want to turn the robot like right on the spot, you're going to actually want to use the Move Tank. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. But if this is set at 0 and I can select it and type, then this will go ahead at 50% power for both motors. So this is a selective power for both motors because powering them differently doesn't make it turn. It's this function that helps you make the robot turn. And then you can see that because this little number sign here says this is also on for number of rotations. You'll also notice that with these configurations, you can select it for on forever and then off. And you'll learn about this more later when I talk about using the sensors and the weight block, all right? But this is how you can move the robot straight as well. And we'll see if this works as well. Moves one time around. And you can see it went one time around. And this is what it looks like. And also you could use the straight or the on for seconds if you wanted, or even the on for degrees, all right? And if I go ahead and just select on, then it should run forever when I press play here. Oh, but it didn't. It didn't run forever. I wonder why. Well, we'll have to find out in a later video. What if I was to take this one away and then put this one in and turn it on forever? Will it run forever? No, it will not. It will not run forever. And you know why? Because I haven't selected a sensor for it to cooperate with, not through the weight block. So that's how you can move a robot straight. I do recommend using on for rotations, whatever action block you end up using. Okay?